This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, today in the arena. I've got a few things to do. Thing number one, stay till the end. You'll see me open this box I received from Wizards of the Coast. It says Strixhaven and Magic the Gathering on it. Whatever could it be? Stay till the end for that. And then what we're going to be playing today and talking mostly about is Bant Adventures, driven by the one, the powerful, the amazing TOSKI, Bearer of Secrets. Yes, we are going to unleash the legendary squirrel on the meta. So this deck, I saw some people playing Bant Adventures. It was in one of the tournaments that I was casting, but I didn't get to watch very much of the deck get played. And when I was playing the green tempo list and when I was trying to find ways to fit a few negates and counter spells into various other decks, I thought, you know, that Bant list already plays blue, and it's kind of just a green-white go super wide deck, so let's see what happens when we combine TOSKI, Bearer of Secrets, the squirrel that can draw 1,000,000 cards, can't be countered, is indestructible, attacks each combat. Whenever any creature hits the opponent, you draw a card. This is especially good with evasive creatures. So, if we can combine it with some blue creatures that have flying, like Brazen Borrower and Fae of Wishes, that's pretty good. But what about if you also have Clarion Spirit making an extra 1/1 creature turn after turn? Well, that gets out of hand quick. TOSKI and Clarion Spirit is a pretty brutal combo. So we combine a bunch of the adventure cards that you know and are probably tired of by now. Lovestruck Beast and Brazen Borrower and Fae of Wishes and Edgy and the Giant Killer. Then we add in the Clarion Spirit. We add some extra mana because I found in the Naya adventure list that Jaspera Sentinel and Clarion Spirit was a pretty awesome combo for getting a 1/1 on turn 2. If you go turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 Spirit, use it to make a mana, play like an Innkeeper or another Sentinel, you make a 1/1. Pretty sweet stuff. And then you also have the negates, and we're trying Mystical Dispute this time instead of Miscast. I don't have a huge logical reason for that other than I want to try a more universal counterspell, but Miscast might actually be the right card for the job. I just wanted to try the Mystical Dispute this time out. In the mana base, we do have 4 Temple of Mystery to help make the mana a little cleaner because we had no other actual dual lands, and we don't have a Bant Triome. If we did, it would go right here. But I wanted the white, which is mostly a splash, to be the third color because it's only for the Clarion Spirits and the Giant Killers. So after that, we get into the wish board where we have a Tormod Crypt, a Miscast, a Stern Dismissal, a Shadowspear, a Disdainful Stroke, an Essence Scatter, a Negate, a Return to Nature, a Sorcerous Spyglass, a Weathered Runestone, a Banishing Light. So these are all cheap answers. And that's because we are a Fae of Wishes sideboard, not a Raven's Warning sideboard, which Raven's Warning can fetch more expensive spells. Then we also have a Shatter the Sky, which is a little like, ugh, but you're a creature deck, but we have TOSKI, which is indestructible. So sometimes you Shatter the Sky and just get in with your TOSKI. And then we have a really good one, Return of the Wildspeaker. You can fetch this to give all your non-human creatures +3/+3 until end of turn, giving you a way to go bigger if your opponent is also creating a wide board. We have an Ugin to just, trap people, confuse people. Some people will fetch it. Haha. It's a trick. It was all a scam. The indecisive fetch the Ugin, 100%. Anyway, and we have the Great Henge, which I think is a really great sideboard piece for this deck, because if you have a Lovestruck Beast and you're in a creature face-off, fetching the Great Henge can just run away with the game without a TOSKI. So I think that that's a pretty slick sideboard addition. So that's the wish board. This is the deck. I've already played the games, and I can tell you right now, this was a breath of fresh air. It outperformed expectations, and I actually had a really good time. You'll see, but I hope that you enjoy this look at Bant Adventures. And is it a meta player? We'll talk about that at the end. Kind of wondering about that myself, but check the games. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the other side. This video is dedicated to Alex Johnson, who signed up for the Cool Kids Club membership. go down below, hit join. A number of benefits, including getting to see my deck lists in the Discord channel a day before anybody else does. So if you want to stay right on top of what I'm playing, that is a cool way to do it. Some of you think that your big brain is that you watch my videos, see what I play, then play the deck that beats what I play. Well, this can give you a one-day head start on your big braininess. So I think we're still working on some of these snow-covered lands. Let's go ahead and grab them. And we got all of the Bant ones. There's still a swamp we can grab. Let's lock that in. And thank you very much. This video dedicated to the Alex Johnson. Let's dive in. Let the Bant adventure nonsense begin. Deezy, another content creator. And we have the Innkeeper draw, but we're on the draw. Let's see what happens here. We'll also share some love. Content creator love. A Hushbring. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of land. We really need this Innkeeper to be around next turn, don't we? But they're on all creatures, so that shouldn't be unreasonable. What are you gonna do to that Hushbringer? You're gonna mutate onto it. So what do we need? Our miscasts won't do any good. The risks of running anti-meta decks. You might not play the meta. We might also draw nothing but land. Starting to look like a possibility here. The Sentinel does have reach. It can buy us a turn. Goose does nothing. Cool. The holes in your strategy become more clear. Okay, Sentinel as well. Biomori. We're still swinging, yep. Not afraid of the beast. We draw Mystical Dispute, which might be able to tag the Umori. It is pretty obvious we have something if we don't play it, though. Beast, get in there. They might suspect a giant killer, so maybe they won't play anything on this Greathorn and just go for it with the Umori. Nice. Guess we sort of needed that, didn't we? A little lucky. A little lucky. CovertGoBlue drops counter magic out of nowhere. That lifelinker, though, is still doing its work, and we're still flooding. Toski! Oh, baby. Oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, man. Let's take all the cards. That's a lot of land. We are still making land happen. We need another white? It's a little complicated. Let's play a Sentinel. We might have to chump block that Greathorn. We still haven't found a Clarion Spirit. But Fae of Wishes can go get something that can probably help. There's the Starix. Oh, Lord. It must be stopped. It must be stopped. Oh my gosh, they've got things! Okay, so we can take a chump block, and I think that we will, but first I've got to check out my sideboard really quick. Let's see what we're going to fetch. So, what deals with one big creature very well? Stern Dismissal, Banishing Light, both pretty good. Is Return of the Wildspeaker lethal? +3/+3 to non-humans. We have a lot of humans. Okay. Let's take the block. We're just going to get Stern Dismissal, I think. We drew Giant Killer. That is timely. That is timely. see, we can blow this up. This thing is obviously the more threatening one, though. Attacking into the Gem Razor is hard, but we don't need to draw a lot of extra cards this turn. Let's go with these two. The opponent multi-blocks, I guess that's fine. We've got another. Goose down. We can wait till they're Umori, so we can wait until they put another creature onto the Auspicious Starix stack. And this makes it look a bit less suspicious. Like they may not see the giant killer coming now because we do this. The Lovestruck Beast to block the Gem Razor is also nice. Here comes the mutation. King Caesar, you missed this time. So, little interactive pieces. The Mystical Dispute, the Giant Killer go a long way. And we've got a mutation now. What is it targeting? The Innkeeper goes down, but Toski is still here. Alright, we need to move these creatures out of the way. Let's see what we've got in the sideboard to do it. Getting the Henge does seem very good. Like, can my opponent beat that? They do have 2 Gem Razors, so maybe it's not as good as it looks. You know, Shatter saves our Toski. I think I just get this. We're advantaged now. We don't have to play afraid. I meant to play a blue and I failed. So I need this now to make that blue. Could we die? This is double strike. I don't think so, though. Don't think we can die. And I want those cards. I'm greedy like that. Besides, content-wise, this is much more exciting. Alright, they top deck a land. I don't think that's gonna save them. They can get a good attack in. I think we need to Brazen Borrow bounce something. Names land with Umori. Huh. Okay. Everybody comes at me. Let's see, if they mutate that... Hold on. The mutate is 5. They have Umori, so it's 4. So they can mutate this, right? Red, white, white. Do they have double white? They don't. Okay, they can't mutate that. So we can bounce it pretty safely. Especially since they attacked with those critters. They can replay a Gem Razor, just won't hit anything. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have to watch it. I think I'm flying a bit close to the sun right now. They have to block the beasts, though. And we can tap one, bounce the other. All right. Check out Deezy. Mostly, I know Deezy for, he was one of the big Magic TikTok users, and he's also on Twitch. So check him out, Deezy MTG on Twitch. On the draw, but a lot of card advantage and a giant killer to try out. Let's see how this goes. Temple. I will also play Temple. Negate, and we have a forest, so we can go Innkeeper and Beast next turn. In unison. Oh, that's cute. Synchronized. No, please, come on now. Don't have the good cards. Oh. Well, crap. I guess I don't want to play Magic anymore. All right, we need something to go wrong. We need their draw to fall apart. Miss a land drop, miss an adventure creature, miss something. Yes! What you got? Miss again. God, it's so scary when they play double Innkeeper. And yeah, how do you mulligan it? I can't blame them. They say go. Okay. Do we move in on this Toski? They kept this hand for a reason. They must have a dragon, right? It feels like they have a dragon. Do we just hold up Giant Killer, or do we let them have their dragon? I guess I'll take 4. Whatever. Toski! Let's go! Sure. I don't know if that's right. They could double block the 1/1s, have a solution for the Toski, and then my Beast can't attack. But I do have the Clarion into Giant Killer to make a 1/1. The rope comes out. Take it all! Opponent's like, I'm just gonna draw an adventure creature and everything's gonna be fine. Tapped land. God, they're I feel kind of bad for him. Oh man, this is rough. Am I playing a spell with my Clarion Spirit? Probably, but let's attack first. You're gonna have to block someday. Someday. Oh my goodness, that's so many cards! Yeah, don't let him see the cards. Never let him see the cards. Ah, adventure decks without adventure. Rip. Getting lucky today. Getting lucky today. Let's see if it can keep going. We got the Beast, we got the Borrows. If we draw a land, we'll have no sorrows. Because this passage on 4 can Toski up. Scry to the top, that's a land. Probably trying to set up double blue to cast these Borrowers. So next turn Pathway, turn after that white, turn after that fetch blue. Opponent looking Mardu. Looking Graveyard. Kroxa type deck. Could make them play this again. I don't think it's worth it as a 1-drop. They hit a Call the Death Dweller. We'll see if they're the type to try to steal my creatures from me. There's a Mire Triton. Not the kind of thing I really want to bounce, to be honest, but we could make them play it again. They're definitely trying to dig for a Kroxa, though. Let's just wait. We'll find another good use for these Brazen Borrowers. If we could have had a 3rd blue, if these weren't passages, if one of them was a blue pathway, we could run out the Borrower and then play the Squirrel to start drawing with it. As it is, I think the only play here is to Beast. I guess we could attack. Maybe the opponent wants to block and trade. Worried about our 1/1, because Toski can power up the Beast, but they don't. Fireblade Charger. Okay, so I've played with this before. Fireblade Charger with Call the Death Dweller is pretty sweet, and then if you add a sacrifice outlet, you give this thing Death Touch, and then it can kill any size creature. And here comes Kroxa. Ow. So next turn, is there enough? There is. There is enough. Do we trade the Mire Triton here? We're going to probably end up bouncing that Kroxa. So yeah, let's get the Toski on the battlefield. What do we get? Another white? Another green? Another blue? This is the blue. Let's just play this as the blue so we don't have to think about it, because we're probably discarding one of these next turn anyway. We could keep the beast around. I'm guessing, though, that they have Heartless Act here. The idea is that they're going to bring back Kroxa. We're going to discard this. Then we're going to bounce their Kroxa, get in, and start drawing cards. We had to get that little Mire Triton out of there somehow. We don't have Bone Crusher Giant or something easy like that, so we've got to get Toski going as our source of card advantage. And this passage can be a third blue, so it can go Brazen and cast a 3/1 flyer that can draw cards. This is going to be a tough one, though. The opponent has a ton of resources, and they look like the right kind to give us a hard time. Our card draw is going to have to be friendly. They play a lot of tapped lands, but they're getting away with it. Clarion Spirit. Yeah, let's get that down. They kept on top, but it's going to get milled. I wonder if they remember that. Mystical Dispute. We can probably discard that to Kroxa. We're going to want this land. I hope they just somehow play a blue card, though. Boom, Dispute. Got him. Covetous Urge, LOL. I don't know. Do they have time to attack my hand when the board has Toski and multiple creatures? They probably have to put something in my way. They play a Rankle. Okay. That's obnoxious. They attack. We'll block with the 1/1. They'll Kroxa again, I'm guessing. But then we just get to draw cards. Okay, Mire. Mire could be worse. The Rankle doesn't line up good against the Borrower. This says, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, so we can do this on our turn. We could bounce this. Oh, we can do it on the opponent's turn, I should say. I think that's the play, too. If they just want to chump this, that's fine. You want to chump this? Nice. All right, so we want to counter the Kroxa as it comes out of the graveyard. We want to bounce the Rankle or intercept it with the Borrower. So we need to discard this land. All right, bring it back now, y'all. Shut it down. Attacking me just gives me more cards. Let's see what they do. I am at 11. They say go. But we still get a 1/1 off the Spirit here. We don't need double blue anymore, I don't think. But do we need double white? I guess Giant Killer, both sides, is really good. Let's go, squirrel! 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, so we do this. And we do this. Make a 1/1 that can block the Rankle. Go get Tormod's freaking Crypt. And wait until right before they would activate that Kroxa and get it back, and then we exile their graveyard. Oh yeah. It's all getting out of control. The snowball of the squirrel. Who knew squirrels like snowballs? Gotta say, it's a sweet deck even if it has a million adventure cards. They say good game. I understand. I understand. It is demoralizing to face down that much card draw. We have been on a roll today, and the roll continues. We have Sentinel, Spirit, Negate. We are a Toski away from some kind of beautiful perfection. We do need to draw another thing to play for the Spirit Sentinel start to be good. Like, we need to draw some adventure cards, and then we need to play both sides to make the 1/1s, which can be awkward with holding up Negate, which is why Sentinel's important. Okay. So we can play the Spirit, but we can't play the Fae or any side of the Fae. I guess we should try to be aggressive. I'm nervous, though. The engine might stall. It really could with this hand. Priest of the Haunted Edge. Some kind of snow control. They can sacrifice this, give this -2/-2 next turn. That's pretty good. I don't have a good save for it either. And I also don't have a way to play 2 spells. So we aren't going to get a 1/1 out of this. But we can go fetch. So let's make it count. What should it be? What should it be? We already have a Negate. We're going to need to rebuild. We're going to need cards. The Henge is exciting, but way off. We have this creature. We could grab this, but we don't have a lot of power for it. If they're a snow deck, what are they going to do? They're going to try to get things out of the graveyard, right? Maybe the Runestone shuts that down? I think I just grabbed, like, Disdainful Stroke. Or Banishing Light, because I'm not sure what they're going to have. I don't have a good source of card advantage, so I better just grab this. We'll play control until we draw a squirrel. Squirrel control. They say go. This can only be activated as a sorcery. It's kind of funny. What's going on here? That resolved easy. They must have a sweeper, right? Extinction event, what does that hit? Evens? We would still have 1 creature left. That's not great. I think I just pass. Oh, that's so bad. I think I'm gonna hold out. I'm hoping it's not Extinction Event and it's Shadow's Verdict or Blood in the Snow. Now we have a board worth protecting. But if it, like, if they just play Extinction Event on even, we're so bad off. White! Aura? Oh, you're a cleric. Dude, I missed the whole boat on this game so far. I've missed everything. Probably going to bounce this. So if we're going to do that, we'll block the aura, bring it back to hand, drop these, cast it next turn, get maybe a way to return this to hand. You are seeing the fail state of the deck. Like, this is not going the way I wanted it to go. We do get to negate the Pyre of Heroes. Maybe this is the Legend deck, and I should try looking it up so I know what to expect. Hold on. Is that a snow deck?
Creature was a cleric.
It is. It is a snow deck. All right. Got the list over here. And let's let the opponent do their thing now. They found one of the good ones here. Oh, that's not even in his version of the deck. Never mind, I know nothing. No attacks. I guess we'll do this now. Or no, we'll wait. Eventually this will want to attack. Another negate. Hold these to bounce this. Yeah, there's Draugr Necromancer, there's Drana. Okay, that's a big creature. That's scary. Where are you putting that counter? I already used my Banishing Light on something that might not matter too much. All right, attack. Innkeeper. Do I need to shatter the sky? Is that even good? This says things can't enter from the graveyard. I guess that shuts down this stuff. Make some spirits to chump. Put down the runestone. Shuts off this, shuts off this. But we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. In a scrap with the Cleric deck. Wow. Let's take a block on the big one and take 4. Double blocking there doesn't make a lot of sense when we can just block the big one again next turn and save more life overall. That's a really good draw. When do we want to play it, though? Probably on the opponent's turn, so then on our turn we can play Innkeeper, Killer, and Fae. We also might also get to negate something if we're lucky, which would make another 1/1. See if the opponent flinches here. We also get their next +1/+1 counter, wherever that ends up, if they put it on the aura. Another priest is frustrating. They do go on the Drana, which is smart. Okay. Get it? All right, nothing to negate. Oh, there's Toski. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have negate up, so let's get it. Let's get the engine going. We could have second white here and rely on the Sentinel for the blue, and I think we'll do that, just to make sure we have it. These two could attack, but we want this for blue, so pass. A little risky. The opponent can edge the Sentinel and take down my blue sources, but we can Brazen in response. Demon's Disciple. Yeah. I have stuff to sacrifice. The Runestone shuts down the Drana, I think. Read the card. Non-land permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. This says, choose a thing in a graveyard, enters the battlefield. All right, opponent's going after the Fae. Okay. Counter on the Drana. Coming in for 6. 6 is a lot. Probably need to bounce it. But if we bounce it, the opponent replays it. And then we could tap it down. But I think we're okay taking this and bouncing it on end step. You can have this. Haha. Got him. I don't want them to get to use their mana for the turn cycle. Toski! Would you trade any of these? No. Card, Killer, Dispute, Beast. It's a little awkward. I guess I should have saved a green because I was much more likely to draw a cheap green creature. So I can't counter this. I do want to kill it with this, but if I play this now, I get another spirit. I guess it's not worth it. It's just a spirit. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to negate something. That's game. Dude, the squirrel is dropping them left and right. I'm actually ranking up with this sucker. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I ranked up playing anything other than Dimir Control. Usually I'm just treading water. But we've been pretty lucky today. Feeling lucky. All right, so we draw a negate. I think I'm just supposed to fetch blue and... I don't think I attack here either. I could have held up the negate. I just don't think turn 2 it's going to be important. I think it's much more important once the beast is on the battlefield, because that's when we have to worry about henge and other things. Two mana, give me Borrower. We can also just giant kill the beast, which I guess is good. The next turn we play this, borrow their other thing, whatever follows it up, or negate, then play Toski. Tron assembled. They do go for the lovey-dovey. Shut it down. Enough of that. Clarion Spirit. Pretty cool. Can I hold up negate? No, I can't. But we should have a turn here to do something cool. And now Toski is starting to really come online. Another land. Let's see. With this, I could have Brazen Borrower and Toski next turn, so let's keep it. All right, Vorinclex, what you got? Oh, here it comes. Yorvo. Troll. All right, they're getting thick out there. They're getting thick. Do we need to hold this up for the henge? I think it's worth waiting a turn, to be honest, on the Toski. Or we can just play the Toski and attack with the 1/1/1. That's not bad either. Save the Sentinel. The opponent could remove the Sentinel, though. It's kind of risky. Also, this can block the Yorvo for a turn. Makes it much less of an issue. Innkeeper. Suspicious 2-mana open. What could it mean? What could it mean? Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Troll has trample, so we'll block the Yorvo. And now they just got some 1/1s. And their 1/1s are facing a lot of thirsty card drawers. They could double block here, but we could Brazen Borrower a token? I don't think that's actually very good. Maybe we attack conservatively anyway. Have to not die, but we are definitely long game advantaged. Oh, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Make another spirit, say go. See what happens. We could just double giant kill right here. And draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's too good to turn down. They might henge now, but we can brazen it. It might be too slow. Tap one of these. Cards. Okay, we hit again. Anything we can play? No, not really. Green, white, blue. Let's go for more white so we can use our giant killers to tap things. We have effectively gone wide. My goodness, this deck. Our opponent has effectively gone right through it with a questing beast. There's also a troll. We can block up some of the troll. Taking 8 here. I think we just do it. Because I think we're gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. What do we fetch? I think just a bounce spell and just like game over, but we can also just tap their 2 things. Okay, this has to go. These can get in. Let's just be patient. Let's be patient. As long as I don't send the wrong things to the wrong places, we should just be able to walk on them. What do we fetch? Disdainful Stroke? Nothing? Nothing. We fetch nothing. Just make a big butt. Draw some cards. See, green. 1, 2, 3, 4. This works. On a mission to TOSKI deck myself. That's the real goal now. Well, there's 2 ways to do it. This is probably the better one. Game. Shut them down. Back in the numbers with Bant freaking Squirrel Machine. You love to see it. And we are back for the post-game wrap. And yeah, our squirrel went ham. Obliterated the competition. It was really fun. I didn't expect as good a result as we got. And this deck may have legs because it does have ways to deal with the ultimatum nonsense, but it also goes toe-to-toe with mono whites and mono reds by flooding the battlefield, but still having interaction from Brazen Borrower and Giant Killer. It's not the greatest interaction. There's a lot that Giant Killer can't hit. There's a lot of things you don't want to bounce with a Brazen Borrower, but it's enough. It feels like it usually can find the answer. And if it can't find the answer in its deck, it also accesses the sideboard on a pretty regular basis with Fae of Wishes, which isn't terrible in this deck at all because you usually have some extra mana from the Sentinel. The games go long if you have a Clarion Spirit just pumping out creatures but no good attacks. So you have time to fetch stuff and use stuff, which is something I'm not used to. Usually when I play a control deck, I fetch stuff and hope I live long enough to use it. Here, we buy that time using mostly Clarion Spirit and a gummed up board full of creatures and the threat of drawing a million cards with Toski. So I like the deck. I think the matchup I worry about the most is Rogues. I feel like we have a lot of game against them, but they're also pretty comfortable in a gummed up board state because they can mill you. And we don't have a lot of counterplay to the mill strategy. That's, I think, what bothers me the most. But where does this deck fall in the tier list? I think better than you would expect. So while I've given many things like a D or lower because they're kind of gimmicky, I think you could play this every day and grind out Mythic and possibly hit a top 1200 finish. Maybe I got a little lucky on my run, but my results say that this is probably around a B tier deck. And it's interesting because it doesn't seem to get the respect in the metagame. You know, you don't see this deck very often. So that's where I'm coming down on this, about a B tier deck. I think if it looks exciting and fun to you, you should craft it or throw it together and play it because it is a really good time. All right, bonus footage. I'm gonna open this box. I'm gonna talk about what's inside. Gameplay stuff is done. If you leave right now, I do understand, but you may not be cool because being cool is like kind of the thing I do at the end. All right. So what does Wizard send me in the mail? And what will be inside? Oh, ho, ho, ho. I have a letter. It's from Strixhaven, the colleges of Strixhaven. It says, prospective student, we would like to congratulate you on your acceptance to Strixhaven University. At Strixhaven, we pride ourselves on providing exemplary education to all mages who pass through our halls. Over the course of 700 years, we have nurtured some of the greatest magical minds, including the deans you will grow to respect as you complete your studies here. Who are the deans? Here at Strixhaven, we believe in academic excellence and in providing enlightenment to our students so they may further share their talents with those beyond our campus. Whether you're expressing your artistry with Prismari, orating with Silverquill, orating, yes, that's me, I'm an orator, exploring ancient texts with Lorehold, solving equations with Quandrix, or examining the balance of life with Witherbloom, know that you have a place here. What if you're Azorius? Our staff is dedicated to ensuring your vibrancy. Really, my vibrancy and safety, lame, as you learn to wield your talents and achieve the highest level of mastery. No matter which college you enter, you know you will create memories to last a lifetime. Your attendance is formally requested. I'll have to put on a suit. For our Strixhaven orientation event on March 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/magic. Please expect additional information pertaining to Recruitment Week, during which you'll learn more about your Strixhaven College options. We're excited to see you grow during your time here. Sincerely, the Strixhaven University faculty. I guess I have something to do on March 25th. It was actually just another job, but it's true. I like doing the watch parties for the release events and announcements. So on March 25th at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, I'll probably be live on Twitch talking about the Strixhaven announcements and throwing a watch party if you want to come say hi. Now, there's a lot of other things in here. This is a stamp pad. Okay, little bit of office supplies. And this is why. Because they actually included these stamps that have the crests of the colleges on them. And someday I'll learn what each crest goes to each college, but you're putting me on the spot here, and I just opened this thing. And I didn't know I had to have all the frickin' information ready to go. But now I can stamp my handwritten letters as any of the 5. So that's something. But wait, there's more. There's actually a lot more. This box is full. I get some pins I get to declare via pin. Where have I seen product like this before? Yep. I definitely have seen a set of pins for a number of schools. It's, maybe if you know what this is reminiscent of, you can leave it in the comments. But I've got some sweet pins to wear. Now, what is this? What is this? Elderwood Academy. Smells nice. It's like velvety something. I don't know what this is. What's inside? Whoa! Is it a book? No, it's not a book. It's a box. It's some kind of a box with the Strixhaven logo on it. This is sweet. This is swagadocious. All right. Turn this thing to the side. Lift up this clasp. And inside is what's in the box. A mirror is in the box. Ah! It's going to expose the other side of my desktop. And, I guess places for things. If I had to guess, you put a wand here. I don't know. Maybe there's more stuff in here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have scarves. So, there you go. And we've got more scarves. Scarves. Where have I seen the opportunity to show your allegiance to your school, to your clan as a scarf? Mention it in the comments, but I have a choice of scarves. That is a swag-tastic box. All 5 scarves. Which scarves should I wear, guys? Leave me comments. What school? You know me. You've spent countless hours watching every stupid misplay and deck I've played. What scarf? What school does the one in best of one attend? Which they're all, I'm sure, so thirsty to recruit me. I'm sure I could go to whichever school I wanted, but where do I belong? Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.